so rudely interrupted, wasn't I, at the end of that last one? So let me continue. So yes, that was a very interesting fact that there was one country the Queen never visited. I note also on a similar vein, well, I don't know if it is similar, actually, it's a religion anyhow. Prince William said he does not want to be head of the Church of England. Now, I just wonder, what does that mean? I mean, why is that even a big deal? Why is he saying that? So there you go. So interesting what's going on in the Falklands. Interesting about the state of the Royal Navy, and yet the way they continue to push for war with Macron as well. I mean, I think it was some of the Macron was talking tough about troops must get sent to Ukraine to defend Odessa, blah, blah, blah. And then a lot of the French generals came forward and said, wait a minute, you know, be careful of who we're messing with. The Russian army are doing a pretty good job. They're kind of a tough prospect. We don't want to be wading into this one, mob-handed and whatnot. So there you go. More attacks on free speech. Brilliant. Isn't that wonderful? Let me have a look and see. Yes, Falklands Island, we talked about that. Yes, Christine Noem as well in North Dakota. Now, remember we were told how great Christine Noem was, because we had all these really liberal laws during COVID in North Dakota. There wasn't this draconian overreach that there was in some other countries. So we were told that she was some sort of hero. And now she comes out with, I think she's accepted it's probably the ADL's version of rules against anti-Semitism, which brings, you know, free speech a lot more to the edge. It's banning all criticism that could be deemed as anti-Semitic, blah, 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 blah. And she mentioned the word God's chosen people. So obviously to a large proportion of the evangelical Americans, they're buying into this sort of chosen people stuff, which, I mean, some like an invisible man at some stage in history, according to the chosen people, said they were the chosen. I mean, it's all nonsense. Everyone is the same. I mean, honestly. I mean, but we now having laws by someone who thinks there's one group above another that cannot be. I don't know. What does she think? Some groups can't be questioned because some guy in a book said so. It is strange, but again, I link you to this thing about the Noahide. I think Christine Noem is probably angling to be VP. So is Tulsi Gabbard. Kind of a few people aiming to be VP, because it's definitely going to be Trump. All the formerly good alternate media, probably InfoWars, the head of it there, but also the people like Cernovich and Prosobiec and Rogan and all of them are really going to push the Trump bandwagon. And at this stage, he is no longer going to do anything good at all, but he's going to use the momentum of so many people's goodwill towards him to perhaps push us in a more nefarious direction. People will tend to go to sleep. I've always said that. They want someone in the people, particularly the more vocal people, the pushbackers, the people who are politically engaged, are going to feel relaxed with and feel like they're winning, so they back off. They want the people who are potentially most problematic in pushing back against the New World Order to feel relaxed, to take their foot off the gas, and to perhaps even support things that they would never support Biden doing. They'll push back if it's Biden. They'll be less likely to push back if it's Trump, which is why they need him in there, which is why we'll see a sea change in worldwide media in terms of their reaction to him. So there you go, guys. Lots of stuff about free speech to think about. Do look out for my thing on the because I was even surprised at this information. It was not stuff I knew in terms of the total solar eclipse. I had no idea about the pathway across America and how it crisscrosses with the previous one in 2017 that went across America, and how unusual that all was. And I think that brings into focus how important events in America are this year. Although everyone's facing similar things, it's important wherever you are. So hope you have a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed these two videos.